depending on what the user needs. I'm Ed Donahue, AP News.
Out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMORadio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today, they're free.
Hey, sweetie.
Mom, something's beeping. It's making my head hurt.
Where's it coming from?
I think it's the smoke detector, but there's no smoke.
Oh, gosh. It could be detecting carbon monoxide. Get the cat and get out of the house. I'm calling 911.
Carbon monoxide is a silent killer unless you have a working detector. On average, 430 people die from carbon monoxide poisoning every year in the U.S. Go to mosafegas.com for safety tips. This message courtesy of Mango, Missouri's Association of Natural Gas Operators.
American Family Insurance and Healthy Dent County present the 2023 Casino Night Fundraiser with a Biker Fest emphasis on Saturday, November 4th from 6:30 till 9 with the doors opening at 5:30. Tickets are available now for $50 per person for $10,000 in gaming money or $85 per couple for $20,000 in gaming money that will be used at the end of the night for prizes. You can play craps, Texas Hold'em, roulette, and blackjack. Biker attire is encouraged, and if worn upon arrival, you'll get an additional $1,000 of gaming money. Tickets are available at the Salem Community Center at the Armory. Get your tickets before October 23rd and get an additional $5,000 worth of gaming money for the Casino Night Fundraiser to be held on Saturday, November 4th, with the doors opening at 5:30, sponsored by American Family Insurance and Healthy Dent County. This ad has been paid for by the Dent County Tourism Tax Committee.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at your noon hour weather situation. We're sunny outside of our studios currently. We have winds out of the south-southeast at about 13 miles per hour. Those winds may gust as high as 31 miles per hour. Now for your forecast. Well, today, sunny conditions going to continue. We'll have a high temperature near 76 degrees with breezy southerly winds 20 to 22 miles per hour with gusts as high as 32 miles per hour. Tonight, skies should be mostly clear with low temperature around 58. Breezy conditions continue tonight with southerly winds 20 to 23 miles per hour with gusts as high as 39 miles per hour. Tomorrow, we expect some scattered showers and thunderstorms. That chance of precipitation for tomorrow is 50%. We'll be partly sunny with a high near 74. We'll have breezy southerly winds 17 to 23 miles per hour with gusts as high as 38 miles per hour tomorrow. Tomorrow night should be partly cloudy with low temperature around 46. Westerly winds tomorrow night will be 15 to 17 miles per hour with gusts as high as 25 miles per hour. And our wind chill values tomorrow night as low as 39 degrees. Saturday should be mostly cloudy with a high temperature near 58. Will be breezy with westerly winds 17 to 22 miles per hour and gusts as high as 31 miles per hour. Mostly cloudy skies in the forecast for Saturday night with breezy conditions and low around 44. Then we should be partly sunny Sunday with a high temperature near 55. Sunday night will be partly cloudy with low temperature around 38 degrees. Then Monday mostly sunny with a high near 56. Monday night we expect some patchy frost after 5 a.m. Will be mostly clear Monday night with low temperature around 36. Then Tuesday, some patchy frost early with mostly sunny skies and a high near 58. Chances for patchy frost continues Tuesday night with mostly clear skies, low around 36. And Wednesday, more patchy frost with sunny skies and a high temperature near 65 degrees. And that is your noon hour weather update brought to you by your hometown radio station, KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Sustainability. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. It amazes me how many people believe that sustainability is a new concept in agriculture. Those of you involved in production agriculture know sustainability is necessary to keep doing what you're doing. If your farm is not economically, ethically, and environmentally sustainable, it is not going to be successful over time. United Nations member states adopted the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development in 2015. It's a shared blueprint for peace and prosperity for people and the planet now and in the future. There are 17 goals, including but not limited to ending poverty in all its forms everywhere and eliminating hunger. Lofty goals, idealistic goals? Why should you care? Well, for such a utopia to exist, major changes must be made. Like me, most of you are on board with a world where we, and by we, I mean all the people on this planet, meet our own needs without compromising the ability of all future generations on this planet to meet theirs. Unfortunately, it will not be up to the citizenry of each country to determine how to best get there. Bureaucrats and politicians at every level in every country on the world stage want to have their fingerprints on this plan. Many politicians have seen to it that their friends have been awarded advantages without any consideration for the actual ability to get those jobs done. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, men and women are working hard to stay economically sound while taking the best care of the land, air, water, and livestock in their charge. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
This Spotlight on Soybeans is brought to you by Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff. Missouri Soybeans is serving its annual harvest lunches this month in each of its 7 districts. Field Services Coordinator Dylan Anderson says the lunches, served at local elevators, are a touch point between staff and growers.
It's really important this time of year. It's a busy time where your investments are on top of mind, and it gives us a chance for feedback and a chance for us to give information of where the checkoff investments are going.
While farmers are in line to unload at the elevators, they're served pork loin sandwiches and engaged in conversation.
We have conversations ranging from biodiesel and how they are able to use it in their trucks and farm equipment, all the way to different cover crops and conservation practices, a little bit of anything and everything.
Dates and locations of the harvest lunches can be found at mosoy.org. From Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff.
The Cardinals magazine, the care and quality of its presentation, the thick paper, the glossy photographs, and photographs from Stan Musial to Lou Brock to Jim Edmonds to the present-day players, the Cardinal tradition, the history. It will put you right there in Busch Stadium behind home plate like no other magazine. And it's easy to start a subscription. Just call 314-345-9000 or visit cardinals.com/magazine.
Another sluggish start for direct cash cattle trade, and cash hogs are lower at midday. Hello, I'm Megan Grebner with the Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade activity has been relatively quiet to start the day. Bids have been restated in parts of cattle country at $184 to $184 live. Asking prices are around $183 plus live in the south, but still not fully established in the north. More business still needs to take place, especially in the north. There was a light to moderate round of business that took place in the south on Wednesday at $183 live. That's about $1 higher than the prior week's weighted averages. Box beef is mixed at midday on light to moderate demand. For solid off-range, choice up 55 cents at $300.93. Select is 52 cents lower at $274.78. At the Hub City Livestock Auction in South Dakota, the best test was on steers 750 to 799 pounds and 850 to 899 pounds, which were mostly steady. Steers 900 to 999 pounds were $3 to $5 higher. Steers 1,000 to 1,050 pounds were mostly steady. Heifers were not well compared again this week. The USDA says demand was good to very good for yearlings, which sold mostly in loads and strings with all of the cattle off grass. There was moderate to good demand for unweaned calves. Calves had varied levels of preconditioning, and most had at least one full round of shots. Quality range from plain to attractive. The market was active for yearlings and moderate to active for calves. Medium and large one feeder steers, 906 to 949 pounds, brought $234.50 to $250. Medium and large one feeder heifers, 465 to 495 pounds, brought $263 to $274.50. Cash hogs are lower at midday with solid negotiated purchases. With near-term supplies of market-ready hogs more than ample, processors have the upper hand and aren't forced to get aggressive in their procurement efforts. Prices have largely reflected that. Demand has been solid on the global market, but continues to hit a little bit of a wall domestically. That adds to the overall consistently inconsistent trend in the cash hog market currently. Barrels and Gilts at the National Daily Director down 85 cents with a weighted average of 73.46. The Iowa Minnesota is $1.77 lower with a weighted average of 73.28, and the Western Corn Belt's down $1.39 with a weighted average of 73.15. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets are steady at $55. And pork values are higher at midday, up $1.20 at $93.59. Picnics, hams, ribs, and loins are all sharply higher. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
Being there, every minute, year after year. As your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, it's not just our way of doing business, it's our way of life. Providing the energy our community relies on every day. And as a Touchstone Energy Cooperative member, that means value that goes far beyond the energy we provide. It's value you can't really put a price on.
Visit membersfirst.coop today. A message from Missouri's Touchstone Energy Cooperatives.
Challenge. It's not something you shy from. It's a chance to up your game. Every day brings a new challenge. But with the enhanced Channel Seed brand on your side, you can rise to it. With our top-performing seed, innovative digital tools, and expanded agronomic support, you can turn tomorrow's challenges into your next advantage. Your enhanced Channel Seed brand. Let's rise to the challenge. Learn more at channel.com/rise. Read and follow pesticide label directions, IRM, grain marketing, and other stewardship practices.
And that has been some commentary from the Brownfield Network and a check of the midday livestock report. Right now it's time to take a look at our updated funeral announcements being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information. Should take about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations here in Salem and in Bunker, and also online at our website at ksmoradio.com. Your World Today, be sure and pick up a copy each and every weekday or check it out online. Herman Tuck E. Gibson of St. James passed away Friday at the age of 87. Funeral services for Tuck.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that would take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, ksmoradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Cynthia Becky Rebecca Capps, age 81, of Salem, passed away Monday, October 9th. Funeral services for Becky Capps will be Friday at 1 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel, with visitation for family and friends of Becky Capps, also Friday from 11 a.m. until service time at 1 o'clock. Burial will be in the North Lawn Cemetery. Memorial contributions may be made to the Delbert Day Cancer Institute. Memorial envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for Cynthia Becky Rebecca Capps of Salem are under the direction and care of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Delman Franklin Barnett of St. James passed away Sunday, October 8th at the age of 76 years. Funeral services for Delman Barnett will be Saturday, October 14th at 1 p.m. at the St. James Chapel of James and Gar Mortuary. Visitation for family and friends will also be Saturday from 10:30 in the morning until service time at 1 o'clock. Entering will be at the Matlock Cemetery, St. James. And all arrangements for Delman Franklin Barnett of St. James are under the direction and care of the James Gar Mortuary of St. James. Freddie James Cummings, age 35, of Salem, passed away Monday, October 9th. Celebration of life will be at 1 o'clock Saturday, October 14th, at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Freddie Cummings will also be Saturday from 12 noon until service time at 1 o'clock. And all arrangements for Freddie James Cummings of Salem are under the direction and care of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Kennard Ken Robert Lennox of Rolla passed away Monday, October 9th at the age of 80 years. Funeral services for Ken Lennox will be Saturday, October 14th at 2 p.m. at the St. Patrick's Catholic Church in Rolla. Visitation for family and friends will be at the Rolla Chapel of James Gar Mortuary Friday, October 13th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. And to be at the Lake Spring Cemetery, Lake Spring, Missouri. And all arrangements for Kennard Ken Robert Lennox of Rolla are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Rolla. Marilyn Lenora Martin of Bunker passed away Monday, October 9th at the age of 64 years. Funeral services for Marilyn Martin will be Sunday at 2 o'clock at the McSpadden Funeral Home in Bunker. Visitation will be Saturday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. at the funeral home. Burial will be in the Greeley Cemetery. And all arrangements for Marilyn Lenora Martin of Bunker are under the direction of the McSpadden Funeral Home of Bunker. Darlene Wethy, age 76 of Salem, passed away Friday, October 6th at her home. Celebration of life for Darlene Wethy will be Sunday evening at 6 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Darlene Wethy will be Sunday from 5 p.m. until service time at 6 o'clock. And all arrangements for Darlene Wethy of Salem are under the direction and care of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Verna Florence Kreck, formerly of Salem, passed away October 9th at Texas County Hospital at the age of 83 years. There is no services at this time for Verna. A spring memorial is planned. And all arrangements for Verna Florence Kreck are under the direction and care of the James Gar Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today, serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free. Stay tuned for news right here on KSMO Radio. It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by KSMO. Serving Salem and Dent County since 1952, KSMO is your hometown radio station. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. An accident occurred Monday evening just before 8:30 in Dent County on Highway H at Highway C in Lenox. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 1996 Toyota Camry being driven by 47-year-old Joshua Williams of Springfield failed to stop the stop sign, then slid off the roadway and struck a utility pole. Williams, who was not wearing a seat restraint, suffered minor injuries but refused treatment at the scene. The Toyota was totaled and removed from the scene by Whitaker's Towing. Preliminary data from the Missouri Department of Conservation shows that hunters harvested 16,575 deer during the state's new firearms early antlerless portion of deer season, October 6th through the 8th. The top three harvest counties were Franklin with 489 deer harvested, Howell with 454, and Ripley with 437. With deer numbers being at desired levels in most counties, but continuing to increase, additional antlerless harvest is needed to stabilize the deer population. The goal of the new firearms early antlerless portion is to help increase antlerless deer harvest prior to the November portion of firearms season, when many hunters focused on harvesting bucks. The timing of the early antlerless portion was chosen to provide hunting opportunities when weather conditions are usually favorable and to minimize conflicts with archery hunters who hunt most in late October and early November. Deer hunting in Missouri continues with archery hunting through November 10th and and again November 22nd through January 15, 2024. Get more information on deer hunting from MDC's 2023 Fall Deer and Turkey Regulations and Information Booklet, available where permits are sold and online at mdc.mo.gov. The Denton County Commissioners met this morning for their regular meeting at the Denton County Courthouse. In the road report, District 1 Commissioner Wes Mowbray said grading was going to be done on Denton County roads 5590, 6020, and 6380, while brush is going to be cut on County Road 6090. He went on to say 2 men would be out patching various roads with the ultimate paving material. District 2 Commissioner Gary Polk reported materials would be added and grading would be done on Denton County Road 4040, while only grading would be done on County Roads 2520, 2530, and 4330. Polk went on to say brush should be cut on County Road 3290. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson reported he attended the Ozark River Solid Waste Management District Board meeting where they reviewed applications for grant funding for recycling or reusing waste products. The district had $160,244.26 available for grants, and Larson said 10 applications were submitted that totaled more than $278,127. He said all the applications were funded, but most of them received less than their original request. Larson said he also attended an MRPC dues structure meeting on Wednesday to discuss determining dues for member cities and counties next year. MRPC would like to hire an additional grant writer full-time, but can't afford to do that and will look for a part-timer. Larson said many more grants look like they will become available next year, and the dues will increase next year to accommodate the demand for the services. With MRPC dues paid by member cities and counties, they receive hours from MRPC staff that can be used for help in preparing grant applications. Those member cities and counties can also allocate those hours to another entity if they are not going to use them. Friday, Larson will be attending the South Central County Commissioner Association meeting in Houston. Commissioner Mowbray reported that the new John Deere graders have arrived. They were inspected Wednesday, and then the road and bridge crew received training on the graders. Mowbray said they are already out on the roads. Commissioner Larson also wanted to let people know that Oktoberfest will be held from October 28th from 1 until 7 around the courthouse square. At the last meeting, engineer Corky Stack brought in a contract change order on the courthouse exterior repairs to replace 300 linear feet of rotten or broken wood to match the existing wood at an additional cost of $8,700. The commission approved the change order. Payment number 8 was submitted from the contractor, Alexander Construction, LLC, and a payment due was submitted from Corky Stack AEA Design. The next meeting of the commission will be Monday morning at 9 o'clock at the courthouse, and that meeting will be open to the public. There will be a public hearing and meeting of the City of Salem Board of Adjustments tonight at 6 in the council chambers at 202 North Washington. The purpose of the hearing and meeting are to hear public comments and consider acceptance or rejection of a request for an exception from Chapter 405, Article 6, Sections 405.510 of the City of Salem Code of Ordinances relative to the reconstruction of a structure for non-conforming use in a commercial zone at 800 South MacArthur Street, owned by Dwayne and Angela Arthur. The hearing and meeting are both open to the public. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU Salem Campus, contact Mission Counselor Chris Welch at 573-729-7071.
What are your plans for the future? Do you need a boost to generate a new plan, or can't afford to go away to college, or your work schedule won't allow you to go? Let Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus be the boost. SBU is committed to flexibility, expertise, and the state-of-the-art technology. We now offer 2 new associate's degrees in teaching and Christian ministries, along with master's degrees in education and business. For more information, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071. SBU Salem Campus is your higher education with Christian principles.
Looking for affordable family fun this weekend? Look no further than Goblins and Gourds Pumpkin Patch right here in Salem. They're open Friday through Sunday from 10 in the morning until 6 in the evening. There are lots of activities at the patch. A corn maze, a hayride, a barrel train, a corn pit, pumpkin slingshot, and pick your own pumpkin, and so much more. Find them on Facebook for movie nights and other special activities. Ages 7 and up is $8. 3 to 6 years old, $5. 2 and under are free. The patch is located at 4207 County Road 4110.
Intercounty Electric has vastly improved the way you pay your bill online. It's with the Smart Hub. The Smart Hub lets you manage all aspects of your utility online or from your mobile device, providing easy account access and detailed information on payment history and more. It's easy. Just visit www.ieca.coop, then you create your account and even download your new app. If you have any questions about the new Smart Hub, call Intercounty Electric at 866-621-3679, and they'll be happy to assist you in getting set up today.
The Missouri Department of Agriculture is reminding livestock producers to be on the lookout for black vultures. The aggressive birds are affecting livestock operations and are spreading across the state. Missouri livestock producers have been facing the issue for years.
What most people don't realize is the black vulture is very aggressive. But first calf heifers seem to be what we had the biggest problem with. Our older cows seem to be able to fight them off more.
There are resources available.
APHIS 100%, the USDA APHIS and their representatives. I'd say as soon as you think you have an issue, get in the process, get a hold of USDA APHIS. Make sure you do it the right way, go through the process. It's as simple as a phone call, and I would just say just reach out to them and get that done and be proactive.
The USDA, Missouri Department of Agriculture, and MU Extension stand ready to help livestock producers in the fight against black vultures. Start the process at agriculture.mo.gov. That's agriculture.mo.gov.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out, but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
It is now time for a look at local and regional sports. It's being brought to you as courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The Salem Lady Volleyball Tigers will be at Mountain Grove tonight for their last regular season contest. That game will be starting at 5:30 with a JV match and the varsity game to follow. Salem comes into the contest with 5-24-3 record. The Salem 7th and 8th grade football Tigers will be in action tonight against the West Plains Middle School at West Plains in their final game of the year, starting at 5:30. The 7th graders are 4-1, while the 8th graders are 2-3 on the year. Kansas City Chiefs will face Denver tonight in Thursday night football. Chiefs are 4-1 on the year, while the Denver is 1-4. The game will be on NFL Network or Prime Network. St. Louis Blues will open their regular season on the road in Dallas tonight, starting at 7 against the Stars. You can hear the pregame show on KSMO beginning at 6:30. And that's been sports, brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Pollock, the Chiefs host the Broncos tonight. KC leads the division at 4-1. Travis Kelce suffered an ankle injury in the win at Minnesota. He's questionable for tonight.
I'm gonna just see the how he moves around, how he feels. He's been he's always been honest with me on things like that. So we'll just see how he does.
Andy Reid can still rely on Patrick Mahomes, who remains steady, over 1,200 passing yards, 10 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. And Denver's defense ranks among the worst in the NFL.
When you play a team like the Broncos, same with any division opponent, there's just another level of intensity. So I'm not worried about necessarily a streak or anything like that. I'm worried about winning against a division opponent.
The Chiefs have won 15 straight over the Broncos, dating back to 2015. The Blues open the regular season tonight with a road game against the Dallas Stars. St. Louis looking to get back to the postseason after missing the playoffs for the first time since 2018. They'll need some big scoring from their top line of Robert Thomas, Pavel Buchnevich, and Jordan Kyrou. Robert says they played pretty well during the preseason.
Every game we've gotten better. Bucci's played awesome. He's set up most of the plays that we scored on. So, yeah, I think we've really come together as a line and got to get off to a good start.
St. Louis City SC will begin selling playoff tickets tomorrow. City has already clinched the top seed in the Western Conference, so the club will have home pitch advantage throughout the tournament. Tickets available on SeatGeek. And City will end the regular season with a home match against Seattle on the 21st. One of the top defensive linemen in the 2025 recruiting class has decommitted from Mizzou. Julian Marks announced he's reopening his recruitment. He committed to the Tigers after their win against Kansas State last month, but he said Mizzou is still a top option. He felt like he rushed his process. He's the number 25 defensive lineman from his class. Baseball playoffs. The Diamondbacks are headed to the NLCS. They swept the Dodgers, and the Astros advancing to the ALCS for the 7th straight season. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
The following message is brought to you by Show Me Zero. Missouri now has a hands-free law to keep our roadways safe. This means a driver cannot hold their phone to make a call, cannot watch, record, or send a video, and cannot type, read, or send a text. Drivers can use hands-free features and Bluetooth. It's time to make Missouri's roads safer for everyone. After all, simple actions save lives. Visit SaveMoLives.com to learn more about Missouri's hands-free law.
Football season is vaccine season. Get your COVID-19 vaccine information from your healthcare provider. Dr. Laura Morris with University of Missouri Healthcare.
Immunity after getting the shots, even if you got 2 or 3, and that immunity tapers off and drops down. It's important to get your shot updated. So the vaccine that you can get this fall will be a good match. It'll help protect you the way that the vaccines you got last year or the year before. So we need to keep you updated.
A message from the Missouri Immunization Coalition. Learn more at moimmunize.org.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the American Legion Post number 99, Looking Glass Salon, Salem Senior Center, and McCoy Vision Clinic, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Stop by K&H Auto Supply where you'll find Park City conventional oil, 5 quarts, and a microguard filter for only $26.99. A Schumacher 1.5 amp battery charger maintainer priced at $45.99 or a 6 amp battery charger for $64.99. K&H Auto Supply right here in Salem.
Park City. Yeah, Park City. Park City.
The Bank of Salem is part of the MoneyPass ATM network. MoneyPass has nearly 23,000 ATMs coast to coast, and the network continues to grow. MoneyPass ATM is surcharge-free, so you won't worry about paying a fee to access your money. Regardless of where you live, work, or travel, you're sure to find a MoneyPass ATM nearby. Just look for the MoneyPass logo and use your existing Bank of Salem ATM or debit card. It's that easy, and it's all part of our commitment to providing you with superb products and services. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Country Mart. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available and clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop at a store for your favorite items, then tell them your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan the QR code on the in-store flyer to learn more and start saving more today.
Stay right here on KSMO Radio. We've got Missouri Net News coming up shortly. And then after the top of the 1 o'clock hour, I'll be back with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Exergen thermometers are the #1 choice by medical professionals at top-ranked hospitals across the U.S. As your kids get ready to return to school, keeping them healthy is important. Make Exergen the chosen thermometer for your home or business to check for fever, where accuracy matters. When measuring temperature at home and at work, use an Exergen thermometer to keep your family and colleagues safe. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Hi, I'm Chris Kerber.
And I'm Joey Vitale.
We invite you to be our guest this season as we bring you the exciting play-by-play action of the St. Louis Blues.
We'll tell you about every big save, bone-crushing hit, and every game-winning goal on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO in Salem, Missouri.
Your radio home for St. Louis Blues hockey.
Have you seen Townscreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the Salem Community Center at the Armory, Aranda's Mexican Restaurant, and Taxmasters, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Townscreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. Townscreen in Salem.
Missouri Net News, I'm Elisa Nelson. A partial eclipse will make the Missouri sky look somewhat like dusk around noon on Saturday. Missouri State University astronomer Mike Reed says the annular eclipse, also known as the Ring of Fire, will not look like a ring of fire in Missouri.
In Missouri, it will always look like a crescent. So that's the best you're going to get from here is a crescent.
Whether you get the full effect will depend on how cloudy it is, but regardless, the sky will be darker. An Eastern Missouri teacher will be representing the state next year as Missouri's Teacher of the Year. Greg Kester has been teaching at Potosi High School for almost 30 years.
What people are doing, not just to educate young minds, but to improve young lives, it is a very, very wonderful, warm feeling.
And the Kansas City Chiefs take on the Denver Broncos tonight at Arrowhead Stadium. Kickoff is at 7:15. This is Missouri Net.
Hey, sweetie.
Mom, something's beeping.